Given the ongoing disasters happening all over the world that we have reported, we decided to offer a more lighthearted version of the news. So, given that disclaimer, from the PEP Radio Newsroom, these are the Trumpanzee stories that we are covering at this hour. The Trump administration will limit sharing of classified material with Congress. That's according to a senior White House official who was not authorized to comment publicly on the matter and spoke on the condition of anonymity. The official did not provide details on how the administration would limit the flow of classified information to lawmakers. Congressional lawmakers have the authority to receive classified information as part of their legislative and oversight duty. The change seems certain to be challenged by Congress members. The move, first reported by Axios, comes after the publication of details of a Defense Intelligence Agency assessment that determined Iran's nuclear program has been set back only a few months after U.S. strikes. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt didn't directly answer reporters on whether the administration intended to limit lawmakers' access to classified material, but she made clear the administration wants to take action after the leak. We certainly don't want people that are hostile to this government and are trying to undermine our national security to have classified intelligence in their hands if they're not going to be responsible with it, Leavitt said. So let me guess here. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth will be responsible for sharing classified information with Congress, but only through the Signal app. Yeah, well, moving on. Trump gets golden share power in U.S. steel buyout. The so-called golden share is part of the national security agreement under which President Trump allowed Japan-based Nippon Steel to buy out iconic American steelmaker U.S. Steel. According to disclosures with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the provision gives the president the power to appoint a board member and have a say in company decisions that affect domestic steel production and competition with overseas producers. Under the provision, Trump, or someone whom he designates, controls that decision-making power while he is president. However, control over those powers reverts to the Treasury Department and the Commerce Department when anyone else is president, according to the filings. The White House didn't immediately respond to questions Wednesday about why Trump will directly control the decision-making and why it goes to the Treasury and Commerce Departments under future presidents. In a related story, Big Balls has been hired by the Treasury Department to monitor steel production at Nippon Steel in case Trump becomes incapacitated or incontinent. Because, hiring 22-year-olds is working so well with counterterrorism. Trump insists U.S. strikes were devastating to Iran and rejects earlier assessment. President Donald Trump on Wednesday insisted U.S. strikes delivering a crushing blow to Iran's nuclear program. This was a devastating attack and it knocked them for a loop, Trump said as his administration scrambled to support his claims. That sounds remarkably like what Trump said about his last visit with Stormy Daniels, and we all know that wasn't true either. Trump rejected an early leaked intelligence report that said the strikes likely put Iran back mere months. In a statement released Wednesday, the Defense Intelligence Agency said their leaked assessment was preliminary and that its authors had low confidence in their findings at this time. Drawing reliable conclusions about the impact of the U.S. strikes is difficult only days after they took place. Just to be clear, Donald Trump does not take daily intelligence briefings, doesn't like to read, and won't listen for more than 5 minutes. He often rambles incoherently and is showing classic signs of dementia. But sure, he's a horse-stable genius. The Trump regime marches on, but this newscast does not. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.